Okay, so yeah, it should be live now. Wait, how much? I do not have 101. Okay, yeah. My Trailblaze power tracker said that I had 101 Trailblaze power. I was like, wait, I do not have 101. I spent it this morning, like as soon as I woke up. But yeah, should be live now, hopefully. So I did some pulls this morning, that's why I'm here. Recorded it. I
But
did
it's
6
best to try
pulls.
your
I did
progress
2
as soon as
yesterday, so
possible
I
after
made
the
up for
rain
yesterday.
stops.
But yeah, the daily reset, or not daily, the monthly reset happened in the store. So ended up getting all of the fates that you could purchase, and then I also bought one of these. So that made 6. And I got
Here are leaves.
one thing that is useless, and it is the stringless bow. Hmm. That's not entirely useless, to be fair, but it is like a little useless. For me, I've got to build bow characters because the game just keeps
Just the
giving me
tin
bows. Like I've got
lid.
to have like a full bow team at some point because I've got enough for it. We've got daily commissions. I forgot that I hadn't done those today. I did them in Star Rail last night during the reset. Um, that won't be enough for a pool though,
Time to go.
unfortunately. But yeah, it's Tuesday. I can do some stuff, some farming stuff. So I'm gonna do some farming stuff. Um, with all of my condensed resin
Ad
finally.
Astra
Oh yeah, I
Abyssosque.
have the volume on my
Welcome to
laptop
the
turned down.
Adventurers Guild.
That's why I cannot hear the game. Okay, yes, Bennett is finished with his thing. Okay, there we go. Gotta get those 10 items mined. Oh, that would have been visible on the mini map,
Time to
I
go.
wasn't sure. I was gonna go fishing. Stuff I still haven't fished since my last session, a little bit over a week ago now. And I need to get the catch still.
The wind knows me. Into the wind.
Nowhere to hide.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. One with nature.
Propagate! Speed of light. Hey!
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Incoming! Spring force! With sword comes shadow.
Into the wind.
Don't blink! Hey!
Okay, there's that one done. But yeah, this grind for all the daily stuff isn't gonna take as long as it did yesterday. Probably. Since I don't have the weekly bounties and stuff. Oh wait, I thought I pressed this button, but I did
One
not,
with nature.
apparently.
The wind knows me.
But yeah, I need the experience. Because I want the Traveler to reach level 90. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be making an alternate build for the Traveler just yet based on Geo, I think will be the... It's either
Time to
Geo
go.
or Animo for main DPS, I think. Geo's probably better, but Geo's just such a bad... Like, just for the actual
Into the
damage
wind.
numbers and utility.
One with nature.
I would imagine that Geo's better, but
Exterminate!
Geo as an element
Cut to the
is just
chase!
really weak. so I don't know. Could do like a Traveler Noel team with that Geo Traveler. But Noel's kind of like a main DPS. I'd probably just rather build her out of any Geo character. Unless I get like Long Lei, I'd build him.
Time to go.
But it'll be a while before his banner's free ran.
Into the wind. The wind knows me.
Oh yeah, I'm about 50 pulls into the... Like I think 51 pulls into the Kokomi banner now. And still no Kokomi with the guaranteed 50-50, so... It's seeming like it's gonna be a long one.
Time to go.
He really spotted me from like across the entire world. That's how badly that you wish to die.
Speed of light.
Oh yeah, by the way, with the... I do have all of this stuff, pretty much. I just gotta do like 2 more boss attempts, maybe. I've been low rolling the boss drops like every time, so it's maybe only 2, but it does have a chance to be 3 more attempts, which would suck because I know that on that 3rd attempt I'm gonna get 3 drops instead of 2 drops, so then it's gonna be like, oh, I couldn't have just gotten this 1 turn or 1 attempt earlier, and then I would have had not to do this boss again, but it probably won't go like that. I'll probably have to do it 2 times, hopefully. Because the boss, it can drop, or it can drop, like... Okay, screw it. I'm just, like, the quick menu is just not quick anymore for me. It, like, works 50% of the time. But yeah, this can be dropped by a boss 2 to 3 times, so... Yeah, most of the time I get 2. But if I get 3 one time, then I only have to do the boss 2 more times. But if I get 2 one time, then I have to do the boss. Or 2 times, then I have to do the boss 3 times. And I know that on the 3rd attempt, it'll give me the 3 drop. Which, I mean, I guess that's fine, because it'll eventually lead to me building Fischl whenever I get her. Or Electro Traveler. I also have been thinking about Electro Traveler for, like, Electro Traveler doesn't have that much scaling for main DPS, but they do get Super Conduct, and the Traveler doesn't ever enchant their weapon. Like Hutching does, so they get a lot of physical damage if you're building them for main DPS. Giving me 1,000 more, I probably think that's a decent chunk of money. But yeah, I spent like, this morning, I was leveling up,
I love it when it snows.
or no, it was last night, I was
World
leveling up,
falls
well I guess that's
completely
technically still
silent.
this morning. I was leveling up
Spring forth.
Natasha in Starro,
Speed of light.
and I was like, you know what, I might as well enhance Natasha's purple gear, because it's not like I'm farming it for a bit, so as long as I can do it for cheap, material-wise,
Incoming.
I'll do it. And so I just clicked the auto add button, and I was like, you know what, it's cheap. I'm not, like, spending too many resources on it. Like, I didn't look at the credits cost, I just looked at, like, the actual materials cost. I was like, I won't run out of materials doing this, so I'll do it. And so, that's what I did, and it ended up being, like, 300,000 credits, or whatever. Oh, no, things are falling. But, yeah, it ended up being 300,000 credits, and I was like, wait, I actually... Or I got, like, the weekly battle pass thing for it.
Don't be scared.
Oh, I'm doing good. Just, doing some commissions
The wind knows me.
Incoming. Huh?
and stuff.
Nowhere to hide.
This isn't really a commission, but it was just kind of here. And I'm trying to get some
Clouds high.
experience for the
Birds
Dendro Traveler.
Blink. Hey.
It's going pretty well. I just started like 10 minutes ago.
Incoming. Huh? Cut to the chase. Ready, go! Yeah! Propagate. Speed of light. Stay put.
One with nature.
Don't blink.
Okay, there we go. See, I do need to not freeze to death here. Dragon's Spine. My favorite character? Out of the ones that I built, I've liked Keishing's playstyle so far. Um, but yeah, I don't really know who in like the main story would be my favorite so far. Outside of that, um, she was the first 5-star character that I got because I missed the 50-50 on the Al Haitham banner for her, and then I missed the 50-50 on the Kokomi banner also to her. So I've been building her for quite a while and stuff, and I like her playstyle. I think that she's really interesting in the story since she's like, um, she doesn't really support the Archon. Well, she does like secretly, but she's kind of like one of the only people like early on in the story that wasn't really entirely supportive of their ruling Archon. Like Mondstadt, they didn't really know about their Archon too much. Like they knew that he existed for Barbatos, and they like respected that he wasn't entirely ruling over them. But then you had like Liyue, where the Archon was like involved in their everyday life and stuff, and she was one that didn't really care for the Archon as much, which I thought was kind of interesting with her. Other games for me, for like Hoyoverse games, the only other one, like I started playing Star Rail first, and then I came back to this game after like 2 years of not playing it with a new account, so that's what I'm currently playing on. And then I had recently played some Among Us with some friends from a Minecraft server that I play in, um, Sunday. But I played like that. I played some Teamfight Tactics with friends, Risk of Rain, and like for single player games, I played like a lot of Skyrim and Terraria's not really single player, but I mostly play that in single player and stuff. Like I used to at least mostly play like survival crafting games, but I've moved on to more like RPG games more recently. Okay, so yeah, this is down here in Dragon's Spine. But yeah, I played Tears of the Kingdom, was like the
Time to go.
most recent new game that I've played. Although I still haven't finished that game. I've streamed it whenever it released and stuff, but I just haven't been bothered to finish it because it takes so long, because I'm not really like duplicating any items and stuff, so it just takes forever to farm things. I'm currently AR 50 in Genshin, and then I'm getting kind of close to 51, but it's going to be a while before I reach 51, and then in Star Rail I'm Trailblaze level 65, which in Star Rail it's a bit easier to reach 65 than it is in Genshin, because the max level in that game is 70.
Into the wind.
And I'm about halfway through 65, but it'll probably be like another month before I reach Trailblaze level 66 in that game.
wind knows me.
Spring forth!
In that game, I'm waiting on the next
Clouds high,
banner
the
for
birds call.
character pools before I'm doing too much, so I'm kind of
Let's
just
sort
logging
the
in and getting
shadows.
daily stuff on there.
Into the wind. One with nature.
Okay, so that's daily commissions done, and I think there's also a key. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do the prerequisite chapter. Are any of these still locked? Oh, yes. I've already been talking to someone in a Discord thing about making some art pretty recently, but thanks for offering and everything. But yeah, I've already been talking to someone from a few weeks ago. They had offered to do some art and stuff.
Clear weather all around brightens the heart. Time to go.
Add astro.
Okay, so daily commission's
Thank
done,
you for completing.
but it's not a pool or anything. But the green ore is useful for the, or it would be useful for the Ninja Traveler, but they're already maxed out there. So I guess I could technically use it for Yael, but I don't feel like increasing them because I'm gonna get Kokomi on this team eventually. Just gotta keep doing pools because I've got the guaranteed 50-50. So go ahead and get healed, and then I was gonna start quest. Oh, it's not here. Oh yeah, but I'm not really, or I'm kind of streaming now, so it'll have to be after I stream, or whatever, for me to get in a Discord call.
Finally. I almost fell asleep waiting.
What's going on?
As usual, my predictions are correct. You, yes you, come with me.
Are you some sort of door-to-door fortune teller? Sorry, but we're not really interested.
You're not from this world, are you?
How do you know about
My
that?
Discord name is just unpaused. Or let me double check that. I think it's just unpaused underscore. Or no, it's just unpaused. I don't have any numbers because they took those away off of Discord recently.
How? Because I'm a master of true astrology. If you've no other questions, let's be off. Fine. I'll exercise a little patience and explain. I am astrologist Mona Magistus, but considering that it is most rude to misremember names, I allow others to call me Mona. I am on a mission from my master to retrieve a certain box from Mondstadt.
Moda's also voices Asta and Hook, interestingly. But yeah, Asta is kind of a astrology-based character in Star Rail, so that's interesting. Although they are a fire user, and I think Mona is Hydro in
It
this
was
game.
part of an agreement she made with a
Hook is
friend
also a
50
fire
years
user
ago.
in
But
Star
she
Rail.
isn't as spry as she used to be, so now it's up to me.
Not sure what getting some box back has to do with us. Why do you need us to come along?
Well, that's because I would also like to take on the Guardian of the Box. My master and her friend contended in the mystic arts all their lives without a clear victor. If I
Okay, yeah, I'll
triumph
do it
here,
after the
then I will show
stream.
myself to be superior to my master. What are you talking about? The main thing here is to use this chance to prove the power and status of astrology. Now, from my predictions, I know that my master's friend has left Mondstadt, leaving her successor as the current guardian of that box. Like me, that successor must also be one who has surpassed their teacher. I must not be careless. But I would prefer to assure my victory in this contest, and upon giving it some thought, you came to mind. The knowledge passed down to me from my master must be passed on in turn. If I were to bring my disciple to meet her, then the lead is already mine, no? And you are Mondstadt's great hero, my equal in status, so... Come on, you don't actually have to become my disciple. You just need to act the part. There's something in it for you as well, should you come with me to get that box. Once I meet that successor and have a chance to exchange knowledge with them, I should be able to read your fate more accurately. Then I will have answers for you, even regarding such distant and foggy matters as gods and kin.
That does seem much faster than searching the land country by country.
A wise decision. That said, I would like to pay a certain place a visit before we go.
Beyond the Troll Stars.
There is a small inn near Mount Tianheng that never sees a lot of business, even though its food is always great value for the money. The owner has always been good to me, so I'd like to say a farewell before I set off.
But yeah, I imagine this is still Wanatsumi sightseeing. Wait, how do I even access that quest? Complete the prerequisite quest. Okay, so yeah, my quest backlog is still kind of long for me being able to reach that. I guess I'll go this way. Probably faster.
Time to go.
Well, it's no wonder that an inn set up here has no business.
Mona, well, you've come at
Just
just the
kind
right
of out of
time.
the way.
Did you see a jade ring while you made your way here?
A jade ring. Can't say I have.
Oh, that's not good. That ring was given to me by my mother, but while my back was turned, it was swallowed up by a slime.
Do you have it set on the ground?
That should be no trouble with Mona here. She's really good at astrology.
Absolutely not. Astrology is meant to be used to gain insight into reality and observe destiny itself. It's certainly not for such mundane affairs.
But didn't you say that the owner here's been good to you?
This is a matter of pride and one's state of mind. If an astrologist thinks that their arts can solve all problems, they will be forsaken by the starry ether. Their divinations will lose the power to guide and will not be able to pierce the fog of the unknown before them. Principles are principles.
Such a powerful ability, and you don't use it to earn a living? What a shame.
Well, I was going to put up 20,000 mora as compensation, if you were willing.
20,000? Oh,
Is that a
it's
lot?
nothing. I was just thinking that the person who finds that ring must be lucky indeed to be able to earn 20,000 mora just like that. Yes, of course. Still, the owner's business has had it pretty hard. It must be a truly extraordinary ring to be worth spending this much mora to find.
I mean, you can just do a survey for 30,000. You want Mona?
It wouldn't be right for us to leave like this, so let's help to search for it. There may be other means we can employ besides astrology.
Oh, Paimon knows where this is going.
I know. I'll leave this one to you. This is the first mission I'm giving you as your master.
Since it was swallowed up by a slime, maybe we can use elemental bait to lure all the nearby slimes to us. You remember the stuff we helped Master Diluc make? And Paimon actually kept a small amount. Paimon's the very best partner, right?
Seems like you already have a plan.
Yep, we'll be back in a jiffy.
But yeah, I know
The
Mona's,
elemental bait's really strong. It will attract all the slimes in the area. Even if they're just slimes, they can be dangerous together, so we'd best prepare ourselves.
but yeah, I know that Mona's a character that you can miss 50/50s on, so they're like a standard banner character, but I still don't really have them at the moment, of course, because I've only got the 2 50/50 misses and my 1 5-star thing off of the standard banner was the Amos bow.
As one with wind and cloud.
Which apparently I did some more looking into it and stuff off stream. The Amos bow is supposedly really good. So. Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today, is upgrading weapons. Because it's Tuesday. I'll probably do some dungeon runs after this. Okay, oh, they causeway pretty good. But yeah, I was doing the first part of level 9 of the Spiral Abyss, and I managed to get 3 stars on the first part, but the second part I got destroyed by the slimes on there with the second team, because the second team's just so weak right now.
Time to go.
So yeah, that's something else I want to improve pretty soon too. Right ring.
Found it! This must be the ring! It's so pretty. Paimon's sure it's worth a ton of... Paimon wasn't having any bad thoughts? Let's bring the ring back to Mr. Zhu.
I'm trying not to have Yao Yao heal Kazuha. Oh, none of that healed Kazuha actually.
Don't be scared.
But yeah, I think, I mean, I don't know if I can put Yao Yao on the second team. At the moment, I don't know if burning is going to be worth more than melts. Especially with Rosaria being at C2, so I mean, you already have the increased application time. That's pretty good, actually. But yeah, like I don't know if I should get burning. Well, I do have Bennett on the second team too, is the other thing, and I feel like whenever I get Bennett increased, maybe he'll be better. It just feels like for now, Bennett is really weak at healing because he can only do it off of his
Scenery is
ultimate.
wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
This life isn't bad either.
Your name is Dummy?
Guess I can keep living like this.
That's it! That's the one! Ah, I thought it was lost forever.
You actually found it. Not bad. Mr. Zhu, you must take care of such precious things a bit better. You might not be so fortunate next time.
You're absolutely right. How would I have faced my family if I had lost the 253rd ring my mother gave me?
I was also gonna say it's funny that Mona is looking for money in this game, while Asta is, like, incredibly rich in Star Rail, but,
No, let me explain. My family owns 3 jade mines, and in order to ensure that I would be able to find myself a good wife, my mother had many jade accessories made as heirlooms. I think there might be over 500 of them.
Then why would you feel the need to set up an inn here?
Well, inheriting the family business too early unavoidably made things boring. Thank you, all the same. Here's the Mora, as agreed. Please take it.
Then I'll take it gladly.
But we did all the work.
A disciple should act like one. How can they steal their master's thunder?
Didn't we say we were just playing pretend?
Well, you need to start practicing now. If my rival is as smart as I think they are, they will figure you out in a heartbeat.
I see.
What was that rumbling sound?
Oh, right. You mustn't have eaten in days. I'm very sorry. I forgot that you have no...
That didn't happen. Forget it. Well, I suddenly feel that you have indeed contributed to our good fortune. I say we spend this money on treating you to a fine meal. If we travel north, we'll reach the Wongshu Inn. I hear the food there is really good, so let's go try it out. No need to thank me. I'm just doing as a good master should.
They have like a W-shaped
Did
mouth.
she say she was treating us? Is Paimon hearing things? Let's go after her for good food!
Oh, it's level 90. There's only 7,000 beat loss. That's not too bad. So yep, Traveler maxed out level. The next thing would be enhancing their weapon, which I mean I could do today pretty easily. I've got, I think, 3 dupes too, and I also need to increase not only the Traveler but also Pei-Ching's weapon. So.
One with nature. The wind knows me.
Cut to the chase.
As one with wind and cloud.
The team hasn't actually gotten that much stronger
Spring forth!
since the Traveler's level 90, but it feels like they're stronger since the enemies' names aren't read anymore.
One with nature.
Okay, everyone's timing is off. Oh, it's because of the water. Forgot to... That happens whenever you're in here. I was like, wait, why is my rotation so bad though? Let's go ahead and break. Shield is what I would have said if you didn't teleport out of the shield. And someone did. But yeah, this dungeon is, or this domain is pretty easy. I rolled 2 purples on that too. It's pretty good. Or at least 1 purple, because it was doubled. I don't know if it's like Star Rail, where whenever you double, it gives you basically 2 rolls, or if it's just doubles the reward that you already would have gotten. Because in Star Rail, like, if you double something, like, let's say you doubled a domain that gives you artifacts, you have a chance of getting 2 to 3 5-star artifacts in Trailblaze level 65 artifact run in a Cavern of Corrosion. So if you double it in that game, instead of giving you 2 of what you got, you get 1. It's basically like you did the run 2 times. So you'll get, like, you could have 5 cost or 5-star artifacts out of it, even if you would have gotten 2 out of the first one. So it kind of treats it like that.
One with nature.
So I wonder if that's how this game does it as well. I would imagine they're pretty similar.
Don't blink! Hey!
As one with wind and cloud.
the chase. Incoming.
The wind knows me.
Hey, go away!
I guess we'll get rid of it. Quickly.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Speed of light. Hey! Ha, nowhere to hide.
Into the wind.
Spring forth! Shatter!
Oh, completely missed that.
Incoming.
Oh, that was a lot of blues. I got as many blues off of that as I already had. I always try to use my war instead of just all the weapons all the time, but I can ascend this again. I can craft these items to ascend this again. But I'm gonna go ahead and how much damage is the Traveler doing now? Yeah, they'll eventually do more damage than Keqing does at the moment, just because Keqing's weapon is not that good, but it is optimal for her at the moment.
Stay put!
One with nature.
Like, overall, Keqing still does the highest damage out
Speed
of
of light.
anyone on my team, because it is designed to have synergies with her, even if her, like, standard attack is actually lower.
Clouds high. The
She has
birds
higher
call.
crit damage and better crit rate to crit damage and stuff, so not only just like that, but also like the electro reactions that she triggers are going to be more effective than the other reactions triggered
Into the wind.
for most people here. I know that was a waste of Yao Yao ult, but it's fine.
Propagate!
Okay,
With
everybody's
sword comes shadow.
As one with wind and cloud.
That would have been nice to actually connect with Kazuha.
Scatter! Speed of light.
Yeah, this just takes a while because every time that they hit me with water moves, it slows down whenever I can do one of my cooldown moves. This is why you run Kazuha in this party.
Speed of light. Hey!
Yeah, see how it has a 15-second cooldown? It's usually like 6 seconds. It's just this place slows it down by quite a bit. So yeah, I've got one more condensed resin. It looks like... Oh, I understand why the condensed resin works like it does now. Because you put 40 resin into it, right? So it gives you 2 times the rewards and doesn't use any of your original resin because of that. So yeah, I am gonna leave for now, but I technically will still need to do that some more. But yeah, I wasn't really saving my condensed resin for this, it just happened to be a good time to use my condensed resin. Yeah, I can definitely farm any, or definitely craft any, like, oh wait, I needed some more of the coins as well. I just need to go ahead and craft all of these that I can, because I always need them. Go ahead and send this again. Okay, 44, 63. And then however many of these I can fit in here. Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, and I can go ahead and do that upgrade too. For sure. I say for sure, but I actually just barely did it. And I think the Widsith also requires these, so I mean, I need a lot of them. So yeah, this is going to use 3, and then go ahead and do these, and then wonder where all my more is at. So yeah, that also used like all of my treasure hoarder coins. Yeah, that's not bad. The thing with this sword is that hitting opponents with normal and charge attack grants a 50% chance to deal 200% attack damage, and a small AoE can only happen once every 10 seconds. And so, yeah, the reason that this is really good is that the 200% thing can also crit. Well, it's pretty much only good on the Traveler because they get like a small attack bonus. On like anyone else, it's pretty like this weapon is not that good of a weapon. It's just like pretty much only good on the Traveler. It's a PlayStation exclusive weapon, so I mean it's designed to, and it only works whenever you're playing on PlayStation, which I currently am. So it pretty much only works in those specific scenarios. But I mean, it's not even like that impressive of a weapon. It will make it where I think the Traveler will eventually have higher attack than Keishing, even whenever I get their weapon max, just because she's got a 3-star weapon, so it's just going to naturally be better being a 4-star. But once again, the crit damage and crit rate thing is going to make it where the Traveler's overall weaker, and then also all of the elemental bonuses and stuff from the effects triggered using her also will make it where she's overall less effective than Keishing for this team as like a main damage dealer. But I do think if I do make a main DPS Traveler build, I'll still probably use that weapon unless I get like a 5-star sword that's better that I have like infinite spares of, because the Traveler's not really that great as a main DPS. Unless you have like no other alternatives, which I didn't for a long time, but once I got Keishing, which I did get kinda early on, then that changed. Yeah, I do need to make sure that this burst goes all the way through, since this place makes it where bursts are way less effective. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and do Yaoyao's burst for Hyper Bloom. So, figured it'd be more effective for getting Hyper Bloom.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night, one with nature.
Just because anytime you're affected by Hydro, like, whenever your cooldown is reduced. Okay, 2 monsters in a row.
Don't be scared.
The wind knows me.
Okay, my burst will be full burst. I'd like to hit them both with the burst, so I'm gonna hold it for now.
Nowhere to hide.
As one with wind and cloud.
Yeah, that'll also reduce this one's shield.
Scatter.
If I didn't hold for the burst, then it would have made it really awkward for outputting the damage I did. I would have had to like stagger it. Okay, so yeah, the drops are going to be a bit less impressive now without the condensed resin, but I think these are also used on the Whitsith, right? Yeah, I'd like to get everyone's weapons to probably 80, so yeah, I do need to do this a few more times for Whitsith to be 80. And Yanfei is my main DPS on my second team that I use in a Spiral Abyss, so it's kind of important to have her Catalyst be upgraded.
The wind knows me. Into the wind.
Speed of light. Propagate. Go get him,
Yeah, I'm gonna save Dendro Travelers first. I have White Tassel on, or I think it's actually Black Tassel on, yeah, that gives the HP and also does more damage to Slime.
Adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Yeah, we don't really need to save Kozla Burst as much because his burst will be ready. He has like 200% energy regen, so it'll be ready whenever we need it.
Don't blink. Spring forth. With sword comes shadow.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds.
Stay put. Go away.
Okay, make sure to go through that. 2 seconds.
Speed of light. Hey.
Oh, that missed. Yeah, I still don't think I'm triple crowning Pei just yet. Even though she's my main DPS, I think I will triple crown Kazuha, because I think that he's more versatile. And like can pretty much like Kazuha is a character that can really fit into almost any team. Unless you just specifically don't need Anemo damage, like if you're already running 3 Anemo users and you don't have Kazuha on that list for whatever reason, then can't really be used there. But outside of that,
Cut to the chase. Got lucky that time.
like he's pretty
Adorn my night.
versatile from what I see, and like how I think of him, just because his swirl
Incoming.
gives it increases the damage you deal with whatever element is swirled. So I mean that's going to be useful for any character that uses their elements for damage. I guess that wouldn't be useful with like Eula or Razor since they're more like physical damage healers. Outside of those two, or like whatever physical damage healers, like outside of those. But even then, he gives you stamina. He gets enemies pulled in closer
One with wind and cloud.
with his skill. So I mean, it's pretty useful for physical DPS.
Speed of light.
Grouping up enemies so you can hit them with Eula or Razor's Flamer more effectively. It's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't able to break this thing's shield for now, so I just have to wait until someone's skill is online. Okay, Kazuha.
Into the wind.
Okay, that's not gonna be enough, but this will be.
Don't blink. Hey.
Yeah, the Traveler could technically get bigger damage numbers now with that 200% AoE. Whenever that crits, that can do like 3,000 damage or something. Depending on what hit crits. Hey, you also triple crown for more damage over utility, I think. So, I mean, I don't even know if it's really worthwhile to crown Kazuha. I don't think I'm crowning the Traveler on anything.
One with nature.
I'll use the burst if they're grouped up, like this. I think it's... Oh, they weren't even that grouped up, to be honest.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Scatter! Spring forth! Sheet of light! Go get him, Uruguay! Don't be scared!
Okay, this will break this one's shield. Okay, okay, it still broke it even through the teleport.
Incoming! Cut to the chase!
Okay, I did turn that around correctly.
The wind knows me.
So yeah, I also did a bit of research on the Kaya teams, but it didn't seem that worthwhile to make one. Just because Kaya's C1. I know like at the end of the summer questline thing you get a Kaya costume. So that could technically be a reason to build them as well. I know Peiching has a costume, but it's locked behind money, and I'm currently free to play. I'm not free to play in Star Rail, so it's not like I'm entirely opposed to spending money on this game if I absolutely wanted to. Since I have, like, the means to be fine or whatever. Spend within your means is kind of my rule of thumb for games like this. If you want to. I definitely, like, I have, what? 224 hours, it's like way more than I have in Tears of the Kingdom, and I spent $70 on that game, so, I mean, it's justified to me. And I have way more hours in Star Rail than I do in this game. And I can't even see how many hours I have in Star Rail because I play it on mobile and PC and neither track the amount of playtime, so.
Time to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
Follow the wind.
either way, I don't mind spending on something if I enjoy it. I have about 110 hours in Tears of the Kingdom, I think.
Since it's Mona's treat, we can order whatever we want, right?
Of course. I am a most generous master, after all. But only if you can finish it all. Wasting food simply will not do.
There.
Excuse me, what would you like to order? Though tofu could not be a more ordinary ingredient, it and crab roe are truly a match made in heaven. It's one of our specialties. These are made using large, succulent shrimp wrapped in crispy fried potatoes. They have an amazing texture.
Wait, the Traveler's ordering them all?
It's exactly what it says on the label. Abalone made from vegetarian ingredients. It's just as good as the real thing. This is a favorite among our regulars. Bamboo shoots, meat, and ham are cooked together, creating a richly flavored soup. Pour a few spoonfuls into each bowl of rice you eat? You'll never get enough of it.
All of them? We only have 3. No, 2.5 people? Isn't that too much food?
That's not how you count it. Besides, Paimon hasn't even ordered yet. Ahem. Squirrelfish, Juyu chili chicken, and jewelry soup, please.
Sure. And is there anything else you'd like to order, ma'am?
I'd just like to ask, how much do the current dishes cost in total?
Around 20,000 mora.
Then, I'll just have some vegetarian noodles, please.
All right. A bowl of vegetarian noodles, was it? Please wait a moment. We'll serve you shortly.
Paimon's been thinking about something since we started eating. Is it because she actually doesn't have money?
I heard that. I said I was treating. How could I be rattled by something as mundane as Mora? An astrologist's mind is set on studying the stars. Being so easily disturbed by such banal matters would hamper my judgment. Especially the act of overly gratifying oneself using Mora. It is both vulgar and dangerous.
So, not eating the dishes we ordered is also part of an astrologist's pride? Paimon doesn't get it. But it feels kind of bad that only we got to feast.
I mean, Ash doesn't really. Someone who cares about spending more, so it does make sense.
Oh, yes, we can do that. Just
Also
give
an
us a minute.
astrologist.
You don't use more to fulfill your desires, so it's fine as long as you're not buying anything, right? Let's go borrow the kitchen from the innkeeper.
Alright, but faster. Let's teleport to the end.
Hello, how may I help you?
We'd like to borrow the kitchen here.
Ah, I see. In that case, sure. As long as you've prepared your own ingredients, feel free to use the kitchen. If I may, you must be well versed in the art of cooking, yes? Talented indeed. Actually, I have a small suggestion to make. From your clothes, you're most likely not from around these parts. But since you've come to Liyue, would you like to try making Liyue-style cuisine? I have a recipe for golden crab with me. It's a Yue cuisine classic. It's crab meat that's been rolled in flour, deep fried, and then pan fried together with ginger and garlic. When you finally plate it up, the crab seems to be lying on gold.
Golden crab. Golden crab! Golden crab! Then let's get to it. With your skills in the kitchen, this'll be a cinch.
Oh, it's 4-star. Gotta make 5. Wait, is it gonna take 5 minutes to make 5 sugar? Or 5 flour?
Time to go.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it still has 14. I've still got this, actually. To do the last one of. Let me go do this while that's cooking. I've only been doing the first one of these. Yeah, you get rewarded for not repeating characters by getting buffs, but I mean my team's strong enough to where I don't even need the buffs on the first ones.
Nowhere to hide.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
You can see.
Speed of light.
Wind strike.
New enemy.
Hey, go away! Stay put!
Why am I in a purple
The wind
circle?
knows me.
Exterminate! With sword from shadow.
Into the wind. One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Scatter! Don't blink. Nowhere to hide.
Another test subject.
The wind knows me. Into the wind.
With sword from shadow.
Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
Cut to the chase. Spring forth! Ha! No.
Oh yeah, that's 83 prio jumps. I mean, if you have like a level 50 team, you should be able to clear the first one. I could technically clear the rest for the extra rewards, but it's just like, there's not too many things for the extra rewards, there's just like a couple experience books. That's not enough for a pool, is it? Oh, that actually is. So you know what? We have actually got one more thing to do while that's cooking. Because I doubt it's been a full 5 minutes yet. So let's just go ahead and pull Kokomi. Because I mean, I'm at like 52 pity, right? So I think I mathed it out earlier correctly. So yeah, you just go here. Click on this, you get your free Kokomi, and then move on. Another bow. See, if I actually pulled Kokomi, this would have taken the full time. Oh wait, this is the Wangshu one.
Time to go.
See, it wasn't actually finished yet. Got 10 seconds. Then I can make a crab golden. What is this? Oh, I need 2.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry.
Gotta go to Good Hunter to buy that, I think. Okay, I accidentally turned off the quest. And now I can make the golden crab. Okay, Noelle, make me another one. She actually did.
There's no need to spend all that effort on me. I'm not in dire need of food. I am a little hungry, but it's not a big deal.
I was pressing square to give, but
This
I had to press
aroma
X
is...
first.
I never thought it'd be so luxurious. Fine. Since my disciple has put in so much time and effort, I must, with great difficulty, accept. This golden crab is too delicious. I have never eaten anything this good in my life. I mean, I never knew that my disciple was this skilled. As your master, I am most comforted. I see that it's no boast to call them Liyue's delicacies. I suppose it wasn't too much to spend all this mora on. It's nothing. Nothing at all. Now that we've eaten and drank our fill, we should be off. If we travel north from here, we should reach the Stone Gate, and from there we will be within the boundaries of Mondstadt. What deep mystery shall we acquire knowledge of? I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Time for some more astrology. Okay.
That was tiring, but we're finally in Mondstadt. The quest to plumb the wondrous depths of knowledge is indeed arduous.
Paimon's not tired.
That's because you float.
Well, it doesn't look like an astrologist is all that amazing either.
That's because you have too many unrealistic fantasies about astrology.
Are you also resting your feet here?
Who are you?
Oh, my brothers and I are all merchants. We just finished doing business in Liyue, and we're preparing to head back to Mondstadt. You look rather tired. The cart we hired will be coming in a while. What say you to coming along for the ride? Let's go then. We can make conversation along the way. The more the merrier.
There's no need. Now shoo, get out of our way.
Huh? Miss, is there something wrong?
Cease your pretensions, bandit. Picking up people on the road who appear vulnerable, robbing them blind once they've gotten on the cart, and then taking them to some Archon-forsaken place. Is that your deal?
What are you saying? We came over here to make conversation, and this is how we're rewarded? With insults? If you don't want to get on, don't. Crazy girl.
Well then, shall I tell you now which objects you have on you that are stolen? If you have any quibbles, we can bring people to corroborate what I've said, and all will come to light. If I lose, I'll pay you 20,000 mora, then you'll be eating prison rations in Liyue Harbor tonight. How about it? If you're real legitimate businessmen, there's nothing to fear, is there?
You've pushed it too far, brat. I don't know how you found out, but as long as we get rid of you, no one will have to know.
Don't fret, it's just a few bandits. You said earlier that there was nothing amazing about astrologists? Well then, this is a good time to show you what your master can do.
Another test subject.
Teleport for their dodge. Catalyst user, not too surprising. What? Oh, the R1 is Flash. That's why it looks. She just becomes invisible.
Germinate!
Okay, so then you swap to a Catalyst user,
Nowhere to hide.
Hydro, and then you just Hyperclone them. I guess is kind of the ideal strat here. So he doesn't really seem to have that. Okay, that's pretty good for Hydro application. So yeah, you summon that. I guess I can see what her ult does for it.
What did you think? Did that satisfy your expectations?
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see. I think Barbara would probably work kind of decently as a DPS, since she's not really that good as a support for like Hydro. Like as a sub DPS for Hydro support, because she doesn't really have that much application with her skill, unless you get really close to someone. Yeah, I can see after this cutscene.
For an astrologist. Lies are worthless before astrology.
I'm considering making Kokomi a main DPS.
Stars. Though it may take more time to garner the specifics, I can read the gist of a situation at a glance.
But you did hit some bumps in the road.
That's because Tivat's stars can only display the
Or
fates
Traveler.
and truths of this world. Anything related to you becomes like a fog that even I cannot penetrate. That is why I must meet that successor. With our knowledge combined, I might be able to gain new insight into your fate.
The Traveler died. I was wondering what was going to happen to them. They're just over here getting hit over and over again in the background. Oh, speaking of dying, it looks like the stream died. Am I good? Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm good. I think the stream might have died for a second. Hold on, let me look at the replay. Hey, yeah, it's on the right thing. I wonder why it's glitching out right now. But yeah, I think the Traveler dying interrupted that cutscene. Yeah, I think I'm good now. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why the stream died for a second, but
What did you think? Did that
good
satisfy
now.
your expectations?
But yeah, after this cutscene, I'll see the DPS Barbara if you're still here.
Such things are elementary for an astrologist. Lies are worthless before astrology. Destiny and truth are written in the stars. Though it may take more time to garner the specifics, I can read the gist of a situation at a glance.
But you did hit some bumps in the road.
That's because Tivat's stars can only display the fates and truths of this world. Anything related to you becomes like a fog that even I cannot penetrate.
What about Paimon?
That is why I must meet that successor. With our knowledge combined, I might be able to gain new insight into your fate. Whatever the case, you've got everything to gain from this trip. All right, I'm rested. Let's get this journey to Mondstadt over with.
If only we had a cart.
I thought you weren't tired.
Yeah, guess I'd have to go here to see it, so... Oh, I don't think that they're here. Yeah, I imagine Barbara wouldn't be too bad as a DPS. Does Barbara get a thing that, like a constellation that makes it where she gets any damage scaling? Yeah, these multipliers aren't that great. I guess this is your only attack move. I mean, yeah, DPS Barbara wouldn't be, like, super effective as a DPS, but I mean, it could be a lot worse. Maybe. It might not actually be possible to be that much worse, to be honest, but... I mean, you get Witsit. Like, I'm sure that there's Catalyst weapons strong enough to somewhat carry her. And I guess you would go for Vaporized Barbara for damage. I don't think Freeze would be that good. Like, she's good at having, like, Kaya apply Freeze with his skill. But outside of that, like,
Are you ready? Don't shame your master now. We're about to meet that successor. I guess. Wait, no. It won't do if you have no idea at all, even if you are a fake disciple. We have a rule that forbids us from teaching outsiders, but I suppose I could teach you. My astrology is based on hydromancy, and as the name suggests, I use the reflections in water bodies to observe the true starry sky. Allow me to demonstrate. Watch closely now. From the present station and movement of the stars, I see. So that successor is a young, female Knight of Favonius.
Doesn't that sound like Lisa?
We will meet her here presently. Well, that's all the information we need. It seems that even basic astrology can't be grasped in one go. Never mind, I'll explain in detail later. She's here.
Wow, it's you, Miss Honorary Knight. And Paimon, too, you're back.
That's her. The successor to great knowledge.
Successor?
what's wrong with Klee?
That's right. I am the astrologist who has plumbed the depths of the ocean of stars. Surely you have long calculated my arrival as well.
An ocean of stars? What's that? Does it have fish in it?
Fish? No, don't play dumb. Is this some kind of game?
I should be the one saying that. I didn't get what you said at all.
But my predictions can't be mistaken. Well, let's make sure. Your mother's name is Alice, isn't it?
That's right. Oh, so you're Mommy's friend. But she's gone very far away.
My readings told me as much. But before she left, she must have imparted her mystical arts to you, surely.
Mystical arts? I don't get it. Mommy only taught me to make Jumpy Dumpties. So Glee's mother is the friend and rival of Mona's teacher?
Yes. As well versed in astrology as she was, my master knew only astrology. Alice, on the other hand, was skilled in a great many other mystical fields.
Well, Glee's so young. So even if she'd heard this deep knowledge, she might not have understood.
Yes. It seems she has inherited the blood, but not the knowledge. What a miscalculation. There can be no contest like this. Ah, yes. So before Alice left, did she tell you about a 50-year agreement and about a certain box?
Oh, I know this one. So you're here for that box. I'll look. Wait here. Not this one. Or this one. No, it's not this one either. Ah, I remember now. I buried it together with my new treasure at Windrise. Wait for me. I'll be right back. Clay, don't just run off. Don't you need the things in your pack?
I'll help her pack these things back in. You go after her. Looking at how rash she is, I worry for the box. That box is really important to me. If anything were to happen to it, I wouldn't be able to report back to that old crone.
Wait, gotta find whatever the box is. Clay ran far. Compared to how fast Yao Yao runs. How's a Dendro slime?
We're here! This is it! Let's dig it up! It can't be! I put a sign here! There's no mistake! Ah! Dendro slimes! We can talk later! Let's take them out first!
I wonder, was Dendro like always a reaction?
Into the wind.
Incoming!
That existed, and then they added Cookin and Hyper Bloom, and probably Bloom, like, fairly recently. I would imagine this quest was pretty early on, but I know that Dendro stuff wasn't added until pretty recently.
Glad it wasn't damaged in the explosions. Retrieval complete! Let's bring it back!
You're back at last. The wait was exceedingly dull. I had intended to read a book to pass the time, but this one was just some ridiculous diary. Nothing of note in it at all. It dropped from Klee's backpack, so I thought it might contain some ancient knowledge, but... Never mind that. So, did you find the box?
We did! It's in perfect shape!
That's wonderful! Wait a moment. Why isn't it locked? And why is it empty?
Huh? Well, it's because I borrowed this box to store my treasures.
Borrowed?
But since you're here for the box, I took all my treasures out. That's why it's empty.
You used it to store your things? Then where are the original contents of the box? That's what I want.
Oh, you want the thing that used to be in the box? You should have said so.
You haven't broken it, have you?
No, it's not broken at all. It's the book in your hand.
What? This book, this diary, is that Hag's? It's her diary from 50 years ago? The thing she wanted back after 50 years was the dark history of her youth? I'm finished. No wonder that old woman said I should not look at it no matter what, or she'd rip me to shreds.
Am I in trouble? It was you who said you wanted the box. You didn't say anything about the thing inside. I don't know anything. I'm leaving. Bye. Well, if you don't say anything, your master won't find out, will she?
Impossible. Astrology can see through all lies. You've seen it yourself. After having spent all my mora to come to Mondstadt, not only have I gained no knowledge, but now I can't return. How did it come to this?
That's so sad. Maybe you could forget everything in that book and then go back.
That's... too difficult. And even if I wanted to stay in Mondstadt, it would be... Yes, I mean no. You really have no way with words.
Well, then you'll just have to go back and face your master.
stop talking about it. I guess I'll just have to stay in Mondstadt temporarily. Once that old crone's reached the end of her days, I'll be free. But what will I do about my astrology research? No, wait, I don't even have a place to stay.
About that, we can go ask Catherine at the Adventurers Guild. Let's see if she can help.
The Adventurers Guild? Ah, right. You can do commissions for them in exchange for... Well, you know what I mean, don't you? Oh, thanks. Never mind, it's nothing.
Buy Timmy's pigeons.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. I see. I understand the situation. There is a magic laboratory in Mondstadt that has been sealed by some unknown person. Although we have a few specialists who could break the seal, they all have their own labs and aren't that interested in the matter. I believe that if the astrologist you mentioned can break the seal, the owner of that house wouldn't mind if she stayed there.
I always let Catherine say Ad Astra Abyssos, at least. But I usually skip the second part.
All right. Then allow me to tell you where the house is.
I already know where it is. Okay, so those aren't destructible, but you can see them in the thing, so I was wondering.
The person who placed this seal is by no means simple. Breaking this seal by force is nigh on impossible. Interesting. I suppose it's worth using my astrology on. Let me see. I see. So if you first, and then you... All right, it's open.
Holy moly, that's amazing! Now we just need to go back to Catherine and you'll be able to stay here.
No need, no need. You have my utmost thanks.
You are?
Oh, I'm Goth, the owner of this house. I passed by the Adventurers Guild a while back, and Catherine told me about the matter. I never thought this troublesome seal would be dispelled so quickly.
Does that mean I can stay here?
Of course, of course. The facilities inside were just being left there anyway. I would be glad to have someone make use of them. To express my thanks, I shall rent this building to you at the lowest possible price.
Rent? I didn't hear anything about rent, and I helped out too.
Yes, of course, I understand. I am most thankful to you for that. So rest assured that I will give you the best rates.
I mean...
Paimon thinks Mona's misunderstood something, but...
I guess I don't have any other choice. I'll rent this place.
Great! Then we are agreed. I will go prepare the documentation. Please wait here.
Thanks for your help. Also, well, I'm very sorry, but I won't be able to do what I agreed to help you with just yet. Without the necessary tools and without new knowledge, it will take me some time to see your destiny clearly. But I promise that I'll do a reading for you first thing once I'm ready. Thank you. Our traveling together was fate. And of the good kind, I'd say. I wish you both safe travels. As for me, I need to think of the future as well.
how is she gonna make a living if she doesn't use astrology to make money? Maybe we should come back and check on her once in a while. It would really be bad if she fainted from hunger in there.
Cut that racket out. I'm doing experiments here. Oh, it's you. I'm currently running some tests related to your situation. I should see some results soon, so please wait patiently. Don't worry about me fainting from hunger. In any case, I figured out a way to make some money.
Better not be using astrology to make money as a... Well, I guess it's not. That'd be like alchemy to make money. I mean, the only one who can really do that is Zhongli. But Zhongli is always broke anyway. Next quest is about what? Or who? Across the sea. Okay, so not enough information to go off of on who this will be about, but
Be on your guard,
we'll figure it
traveler.
out soon.
Now is no time for sightseeing.
Oh, why's that? Has something happened?
Yes. As unusual as this may sound, numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active Ruin Guard presence in this area, even though this is far beyond their normal area of activity. Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from. It appears that they simply left their ruin and marched off all of a sudden, for no clear reason.
So did somebody wake them up?
As I say, the reason is still unclear. We have very little intelligence at present. Moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety. Strange noises are often heard coming from within. As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from headquarters. In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to increase Millilith patrols. We must not let innocent civilians come to harm.
That's a good point. Ruin guards are probably pretty dangerous for regular folk.
Wow. I'm very grateful indeed for the offer, but it just wouldn't be worth the risk.
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up ruin guards for breakfast.
Is that so? Well, if you're genuinely offering... I did see some Ruin Guard footprints on the hillside, but since then I've been too busy warning passers-by to investigate myself.
Footprints, eh? Interesting. We'll take the case.
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. On behalf of the Millilith, I salute you, traveler. You have my gratitude. I will rendezvous with you once I have finished my patrol.
I investigate the Ruin Guard's whereabouts. Oh, there's some big footprints.
Huge! It has to be the one that guy was talking about. And here's another one. Yep. Seems the ruin guards did come out for a walk after all.
I think I can see it.
Trail of ruin guard footprints leads us here to... Ah! A ruin guard! Over there! Spring forth! Scatter!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Don't be scared!
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Huh? Hit.
How did everything catch on fire?
The wind
Oh,
knows
the squirrel was in the range of the torch.
Don't blink.
Well, that's one down. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll find some more.
I've been doing a bit of looking into the Sword of Ascension. Apparently it's not that good overall, but it is aesthetically pleasing. Is what everyone says. It's like a worse version of the flute, is what most people are saying. But yeah, I'll have to look into that more off stream, I think. But yeah, might be switching over to the flute eventually, maybe then, but it's not too expensive to upgrade. For me, at least, at the moment. The flute has maybe slightly higher base attack. The thing is, the Traveler also has, like, really weird stats with the Sword of Decision, because they also get extra attack. They get, like, an extra 66 attack, but it doesn't count as base attack. Which, base attack in this game is a really weird system, because some things scale off of base attack, and some things scale off of attack percent as well as base attack. And it's not very consistent. Like, I know Bennett's attack that he gives to other party members is based off of his base attack and not his entire attack percent stat. Even though Patron doesn't really need any more core lapis, still gonna get some. Yeah, it's way faster to do plunging attacks into it if you don't have a Claymore user in your party.
Into the wind.
Oh, does it want me to fight all the rune guards around here? I mean, there's quite a few.
Hey you! Check this out! Isn't it awesome? What is he wearing? I've never seen one this close before. Have you ever seen one? Excuse me. His name is Mr. Cyclops, actually. What sort of dumb name is Ruin Guard? Mr. Cyclops? Aw, that's cute! Wait, what? Do people seriously call them that? Yep, my brother said so. And he's the best toy seller in the whole world. It's his job to sell this kind of stuff. Right now, he's at the Institute for Toy Research in Liyue. That's where Mr. Cyclops has come from. It's always nice to meet someone else who likes toys. So tell me, where'd you get your toy from? Must be a pretty new kind, huh? I've never seen one that can fly and talk before. Yeah, Paimon is not a toy!
Greetings! Have you found anything? Oh. A child? What's the situation here?
We just, found him.
Uh-uh. You shouldn't be out here, boy. There are killing machines in the area. It's extremely dangerous.
Killing machines? You mean ones that look like this?
Precisely. And including this one. It's not moving now, but if it were to wake up, the consequences would be...
You take that back! Mr. Cyclops is not a killing machine! He's one of the good guys!
Mr. Cyclops?
We shouldn't be talking to this guy. If he's saying mean things about Mr. Cyclops, he's definitely a bad man.
I'm just trying to help. I've always been hopeless at dealing with children.
Well then, why don't you get back to your normal job and leave us to do the babysitting?
It seems I have no other choice. Very well. I will continue with my patrol. Please escort the child to somewhere safe. It's much too dangerous here.
Okay.
The mighty Mr. Cyclops scared off the bad guys once again! My name's Tusser. I came all the way from Snezhnaya to look for my brother in Liyue. But I'm all on my own, and I don't know where to find him. You came all the way from Snezhnaya?
Oh, I know who this is related to.
I think this is the part where I give you this. Here you go. What is it? Looks heavy. What the? My brother said I should take it with me. He said, find a nice person to give this to, and they will take good care of Tusser. Your brother makes a good point. Still, it's hard to believe you made it all this way armed with nothing but a few bags of Mora. Your family must be super rich. Paimon never knew you could make so much Mora from selling toys. Yay! Thanks, nice lady. All right, now we gotta make a pinky promise. You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, I throw you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again. Wow, that one nursery rhyme kinda says all you need to know about Snezhnayan culture. Well, if we weren't your babysitters before, we sure as heck are now. But where should we look for your brother? Great idea! Alright, off we go! Alright! Finally, now I get to see my brother!
Wonder why that text was in blue. But yeah, it's gonna be related to Child. Is Child still just like around? In Liyue?
Follow the wind.
That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir? How can you...
Relax. Once in a while can't hurt. It'll be fine.
Huh? What is he doing here? Yay! My brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother Tusser! My goodness! What a nice surprise, Tusser. I thought I would have to wait till I return home before seeing you again. How are the others? Sister Tonia and Brother Anthon? Is everybody keeping well?
They miss you a lot. Tonia prays for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Tusser? How have I not heard anything about this?
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys, so obviously I thought you were on board. And then, when I got off, I just kept walking and walking, and then I found a Mr. Cyclops. Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy, and then I found this nice lady to help me come look for you. Cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad about taking Tusser's money.
Tusser, what you did was extremely dangerous. I'm so happy to see you, really I am, but please, promise me you won't do anything like this ever again.
Wait, does that mean Child calls the Ruin Guards Mr. Cyclops?
Okay, I promise. Please don't be mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety, that's all. If you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Tusser. I hope you said a big thank you to them.
Yep, I always remember my pleases and thank yous. Oh, so you did notice we were here. You were just ignoring us. Gotcha.
Forgive me, it's always family first where I'm from. Don't take it personally. I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on quite well, don't you think? Come on, you know I'm just a pawn and all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the consequences, I prefer to leave all that up to the ones playing the game. I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes to our little sparring matches.
Sounds like you're ready to get your butt kicked again.
Ha! You're forgetting something about me. I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting stronger. Don't expect to have it quite so easy next time.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You aren't gonna fight now, are you?
Maybe not right now. Not while my kid brother is watching.
Why do you want to fight the nice lady? Are you guys enemies?
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling brother. His safety matters very much to me.
So anyway, Paimon has a question. Tooser said something about you being a toy seller. What's that all about? Aren't you supposed to be one of the Fatui's harbinger?
Yes, about that. Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. In the eyes of a child, working with toys must be the best job imaginable, right? I don't want my family to have anything to do with the Fatui's, or should I say Snezhnaya's, darker side. The older ones already know that I serve the Tsaritsa, but Tooser is still so young, and in his eyes... As I was saying, I remain Snezhnaya's greatest expatriate toy seller, currently attached to the Liyue branch of our Institute for Toy Research.
That's right! My brother's the greatest! He's Mr. Cyclops' bestest friend!
Just humor me in front of Tooser, if you would be so kind. Yes, Ekaterina. I will deal with the issue of that outstanding payment right away.
Hey! Slinking off, are we?
But Master Child, would it not be a little improper to ask you to deal with debt collection?
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well, you might as well get a little exercise out of it.
Are you going off to sell toys now?
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Tooser, duty calls. I'm sure Miss Nice Lady here will be happy to keep you company while I'm out, though.
So we still need to keep babysitting for you? Sure! I really like this lady. And anyway, she made a pinky promise to take good care of me.
Ah, well, it sounds like Tooser really likes you, and that you've already made a pinky promise to take good care of him anyway. Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Tooser's entertainment fund. I want him to have a good time while he's in Liyue, so take him anywhere he wants. If need be, you may find me by the river near Qingshu Pool. I'll see you both around.
Hey.
Looks like we'll be hanging out with Child's kid brother for a while. So, where are we going to play first? How about we start with the toy store?
Seems like a pretty good place to bring them. Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and read these more than anything. How am I doing on that? Oh, I've still got a while.
Huh? What are those super colorful winged things? They're called kites. The kids in Liyue love them.
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come a very long way. Let Granny guess. From what you're wearing, I would say... Snezhnaya.
That's right. How do you play with these kite things, Granny?
When the wind picks up, you let out the string and whoosh! The kite will fly into the air, up, up, and away.
Wow, that's amazing! Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops? I'm sorry,
I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky so all the kids can get to know him.
Well, I can do custom builds, but I'll need some amount of reference material.
Will this picture do? I drew it myself. I bring it with me everywhere.
I'll manage. Still, I must warn you that custom builds can really be quite expensive.
We should be fine. Child was pretty generous with that entertainment fund. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, you know, kinda irresponsible. Well, so, yes, technically speaking, these funds are earmarked for Tooser's entertainment. But if there's any left over when we're done, either way, it's time to talk prices.
Let's see what 10,000 gets. Oh wait, I'll just...
Fine, fine. I've neither the time nor energy to bargain with you at my age. I suppose this price will do.
Thanks, Granny.
Worry not. Just leave it to me.
For our next stop, why don't we head to One Man Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Liyue and never try the food. Liyue's really got
Hello, welcome. Table for 3?
This restaurant has a really choking smell.
A choking smell? Oh, you must be referring to our signature spicy chili scent.
Spicy chili? But I can't eat spicy food.
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spicy food misses out on half of life's joys.
Is it really that bad? My meals have to have lots and lots of sugar, and the oil has to be extra virgin vegetable oil. Wow, we've got a real rich kid on our hands. Looks like Wanman Restaurant's dishes aren't to Tooser's taste. Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Will that be all? Any more special requests?
What do you mean, Chef now?
Giving the people what they want is the very reason Wan Min Restaurant exists. If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy this child's tastes, I would have absolutely no business calling myself a chef ever again.
Whoa, there seems to be a lot of professional pride riding on this. Then we'll leave it to you, Chef Mao. We'll be eating here after all. Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are going to cost you more than normal. Of course, we aren't going to demand prices anywhere near as exorbitant as the likes of Lily Pavilion or Sunyue Kiosk.
Is it just Paimon? Or are premium custom orders in fashion lately? Still, surely there must be a little room for negotiation, right?
Okay, so this is starting at 12,000, so I think I can cut it down to 8,000.
You folks. Let's go with this then. Any more haggling and we'll ruin the other customers' appetites.
Thanks, Chef Mao.
Please sit wherever you like. Your food will be here shortly.
Ugh. It was a little too sweet. Paimon feels a little sick. I thought it was just right. Almost exactly like how my sister Tonya makes it. But this doesn't feel right somehow. Didn't we bring Tooser here to try Liyue's specialties? Whatever. So where do you want to go next, Tooser? I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here that I didn't get a good look around. Good idea! The hustle and bustle at the wharf is a specialty of Liyue Harbor, too.
Wait. Gotta go do this quest first. I didn't think a side quest would be blocked by another side quest. For a while, at least. How many dishes should we make tomorrow? Our kids can eat a lot these days. Let's just cook more. Who might you be? Yes, we are. What can I do for you? Letter. Why would that child suddenly want to write a letter to us? Letter is quite long. I mean, she's back at home already, so if you want to say something, she should say it to us directly. Traveler. It sounds like you're surprised. It's true that that's what's troubling. But why does she want to send a letter to us when she's already back home with us? Did you mistake us for someone else? Wait a moment, dear. I had a brief scan this letter. Its handwriting is the way it's written. It's definitely from our daughter. Letter also says that she doesn't plan to come back in the near future and tells us to take care of ourselves. What does this all mean? Could it be that she came back on her own while getting this traveler to deliver this letter to us? Phil, there might be a misunderstanding. After that child comes home, we'll ask her. Fortunately, Tsoko had matters to attend to today. After she's back, we'll ask her for clarification. It's okay with you. Please find us tomorrow evening. We'll get that child to explain everything to you. Child said she's busy working. After breakfast, she left the house in a hurry. Every day she leaves early and comes back late. We only get to see her in the evening, so we aren't sure what she's really up to. Please come over tomorrow evening. If that child has done something wrong, we'll make sure she apologizes to you in person. I'm really sorry to travel such a long way. Tadatsuko. If only she was more well behaved. Asuka should be back now. Let's knock on the door. Being said, I wonder what happened to the Tanuki that we rescued before. And the Tanuki only had a minor scrape on its leg. If you'd let it be in the bushes, it would have recovered by itself. Couldn't help it. It was looking at me with tears in its eyes. It looked very pitiful. My conscience just wouldn't let me. Forget it. It's never wrong to do good deeds. It's just that it ate a bit too much, nearly as much as me. Who is it? I remember you. Please, wait here. Hello, I am Etsuko. First, nice to see you again. Sorry, I was homesick. After I gave you the letter, I changed my mind and took a trip back to Inazuma. Sorry for not clarifying things before and making you travel so far. I had my ways. You don't have to worry about that. I've prepared a payment for you. Please take it. Thanks for your help. Hurry up and go about the rest of your day. Some of the things that Asuka are telling us now are different from what it was before. If returning to Inazuma was so easy, why did you ask us to help you in the first place? Business? What business? I had a business in Liyue? That kind of stuff is unimportant. Nothing, it's more important. The family, I already entrusted it all to someone else. Hang on, the real Asuko had trouble finding a job in Liyue. There's no way she'd suddenly become rich. I am Asuko, of course. I look like Asuko and sound like Asuko. What's there supposed to be, or what's there to be suspicious about? Here, stop being so persistent. Forget it. I won't talk to you anymore. I've got work tomorrow. I'm heading off now. So, that child. Why did she get all angry all of a sudden? Sorry about that, traveler. That child must be too tired from her work. But you saw her for yourself. That's our daughter. That letter. Maybe the child forgot about it. But in any case, we'd still like to thank you for the trouble you went through. The payment, would you be able to wait a little longer? Nothing of the sort. We can still afford the payment. You know how we told you that Asuko goes to work during the day? The payment that she receives has always been strange. She always brings back weird seeds or wild fruits, but she never brings back more. Even though things like that do have some value, we have to sell them first. For a traveler like you, I guess more would be more convenient. Please come here again tomorrow. By then, we should be able to give you the more. Okay. I'll wait 2 days. Did our daughter run off soon? Even if she's working the next day, Asuka usually says something to us before leaving, but today she left without saying anything. You left yesterday, Asuka said she was tired and went straight off to her room to sleep. By the time we got up the next day, she wasn't in bed anymore. We tried looking everywhere for her. My husband searched far and wide. However, even after half a day, we still couldn't find any traces of our daughter. That child go off on another journey again? What a troublesome child. Calm down, dear. I'll look for her again. Please sweep Esco's room first. After that child left, she didn't close the window properly. A lot of leaves blew into the room. Before I forget, here's a payment. Please take it. That child. Esco. Where is she off to this time? Oh, that was a quest? Yeah, I mostly do quests like that off stream where it's just me reading. Wait, why did I go? Oh, I went here not for the pool spot, but for the other thing that's here. Okay, so now we have to go down to the wharf. I'm guessing Asuka's gonna be there. For whatever reason.
Wow, this place is huge! And there's so many people! Are the waves here always like this? Don't they ever freeze? Given Liyue's climate, the area around the harbor's mouth probably never gets cold enough to freeze. Paimon is kind of the traveler's exclusive personal tour guide, but since this is a special occasion, Paimon can make an exception to help Tusser get to know the place. This place is Liyue's commercial hub, and it's been the biggest port in the Seven Nations ever since it was decided that Liyue would take on the world through trade. Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their, fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense throughput capacity of the wharf, yeah. Paimon can't remember how the rest goes anyway. Well, guess Paimon will just have to explain this Paimon style. So this harbor is like Tevat's mouth, and it's the biggest mouth you've ever seen. All the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. The harbor goes nom 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 and has a taste of each boat and the cargo it has on board. Then, Liyue Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed full of delicious mora. Hey,
Yep.
what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see. Wait, Tusser, don't run off. After all that, he wasn't even listening.
Oh, this and a hook.
That metal hook is huge, and it gets bigger the closer we get.
Beto gonna be here?
This is an anchor. Docked ships use it to hold themselves in position to stop the wind and waves from blowing them away. An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook. Commodore Hook? Is this another one of your weird toy names? My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard. Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame. Wow, using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think Snezhnaya would let their harbingers do that, all for some giant toys. But suddenly, it doesn't seem so strange that Tusser would treat a ruin guard as a giant toy. But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother, the other big thing I wanted to do was play with Mr. Cyclops. Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look. Hey! Quit running off! Is this where they sell fish? Wow, the fish here in Leo are so small.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little kids shouldn't go around ruining others' business.
He's just a curious kid. No need to get worked up. That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards. Just how big are the ones you're used to, Tusser? Maybe 200 times your size? Hey! 200 of Paimon would squish you flat, you know?
Wanted to see what
There are
Paimon would
legends in
say.
my hometown about it. It's supposed to be a super delicious fish. I told my brother about it, and he went out to sea to catch one for me. A few days later, he returned with a humongous fish slung over his shoulder. Anthon and I were so happy. Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan. Hey, Miss Nice Lady, let's go over there to see the boats. What's wrong, Tusser? Are you tired? You don't seem so happy. I miss my brother. What? But we were just with him. Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want to play anymore. Yep. You can have all the patience in the world, but it won't help you at a time like this. Well, we've played with Tusser long enough, haven't we? Paimon thinks we've tried our best here. Child said that he'd be by the river near Chinshu Pool. Why don't we look for him there? Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, it's like way over here. Wait. This is gonna be faster. But yeah, Liyue, I actually haven't been to much of Liyue. I've been to like really specific spots like over here. Like a lot, and like over here. But outside of that, I haven't really been to much of Liyue. Outside of that. I kind of just got the Dendroculi and left. Or not Dendroculi, the Kyoculi and left.
Brings a smile to my face.
So yeah, there's still a ton of chests around. It was also like way before I started trying to collect all of the chests and stuff that I see. I was just grabbing them if they were on the way at the time. Level 89?
The wind knows me. One with nature.
Picked the wrong
You
test
give,
subject.
you receive.
Germinate! Cut to the chase!
The wind knows me.
And there's also a challenge thing right here. I think this one's a combat one, so it should be pretty easy.
One with nature.
Speed of light. Hey!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Propagate! Nowhere to hide.
I died
You
while I was
give,
getting ready
you
to ult it.
receive.
You can't just climb up a tree. Gotta get that 501 more. I was gonna break that.
Found him! There's Child! Wait, he's talking to the treasure hoarders?
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess, are you? If you want to join up, let me just say this first. Dandy kid like you ain't welcome.
Oh, what a commendable imagination. Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance. For I am...
Brother! You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's so cool. I've always wanted to watch you work.
well, why, yes, of course. For I am, the greatest toy salesman in Snezhnaya.
So cool.
Huh?
You playing games, pretty boy?
So, will you buy or not? The toys that Snezhnaya produced 3 months ago will run you, yes, 600,000 mora, to be paid in full.
Toys? And how much money?
Wow. Is that what it's gonna cost to fix that head of yours?
Look at that! Spreading joy and laughter to everyone! That's what toy selling's all about!
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600,000 mora paid in full.
Yeah, no. Sorry, sales boy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
Alright then, I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoarders. Perhaps you'll be more willing to pay when we're brothers in arms?
Would you listen to yourself? You think we just let any old person into the treasure hoarders? I'm not so sure you could hack it.
Well then, why don't you put me to the test, dear seniors? I like to think of myself as quite talented in the field of treasure hunting.
Looks like you're not gonna pack it up until someone packs you in. Alright then, show us what you got. Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But the treasure hasn't been easy to get at. We've been at it for 2 days now. If you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf? Of course, that means that once you got it, it's ours. Don't try to sneak off with the prize now.
Come on. If we can't do it, do you really think this guy stands a chance?
An initiation test, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since I've been assessed by someone else.
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch the show.
Huh, no problem. Don't blink though, or you might miss it.
Time to...
Oh wow, it's actually working for once. Somewhat.
Who says there aren't?
I get to keep the Primogems, though.
Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well, I'd say.
Brother, what do we do? This fellow isn't normal.
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to discuss something amongst ourselves. He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show off.
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted a fight.
Guys, do you think that maybe we're being robbed?
I don't know. Surely he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless maybe his words have hidden meaning.
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. Oh, I get it. It was insider talk. I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months ago, and still hasn't repaid it.
So this guy must be the debt collector. But why didn't he just say so? What's with all the toy talk?
And that's where you're still green. See, in a lot of professions like this, people speak in code to protect the privacy of their business partners and clients.
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty embarrassing.
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional. Way too professional.
So, Mr. Salesman, my apologies, but we can't have you joining us.
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say, I never imagined that the treasure hoarders would have such strict entry requirements.
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're too big a fish for our little pond. But we fully understand the situation with the, toys, sir. We'll fetch that 600,000 for you right away.
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We get paid, and everyone stays happy. A wonderful outcome, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Couldn't agree more, sir.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are so cool.
Ah, Master Child, you're here. A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm entertaining some clients over here?
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of recruits to Liyue. They've just arrived, and I'm afraid we must trouble you to speak to them.
Do I have to? Now is hardly the best time.
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but they are already waiting for you south of Lingju Pass. Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will, through the words of her harbingers. This has always been our rule. At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger in Liyue. Please, everyone is standing in formation and waiting for you to bestow this honor upon them.
Well, all right then, I'll go. Just give me a moment to catch up with my brother, and I'll be right with you.
Do you have to keep working?
Yes, Tusser. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the Motherland, and I need to go teach them the ropes.
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too. Can I go listen?
I'm afraid you're still too young, Tusser. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good?
But...
I really do have to go now, Tusser. A lot of people are waiting to see me. I'll see you around, all right?
Child really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself any favors with the whole toy seller cover story. To think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side. Maybe. But he has good intentions, doesn't he? Wait! Where's Tooser? We were too busy chatting. Where'd he go? Seems likely. Tooser did seem really eager to hear his brother's speech. Either way, let's head over there first.
Hold on, I gotta mind this. Where Lapis first. Okay. I went over to the castle.
Tooser, so you did come here. Shh, quiet. My brother's giving his speech.
From this day forward, you will honor the oaths you have made to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and you will stop at nothing to bring Snezhnaya victory. You shall sweep through this land like the icy winds of the furthest north, as strong as the hoarfrost of Zepelyarny Palace. You will chill the very marrow in our enemies' bones. Her Majesty expects of you loyalty, ruthlessness, and meticulousness. For the trials that we face are harsh, and our enemies are like... like kites and rattle drums, who shall become redoubtable foes of Mr. Cyclops in the marketplaces of Liyue.
Uh-huh. Kites are really fun, too.
This is, of course, an analogy. As they say, the marketplace, too, is a battlefield.
Uh-huh.
So
Makes
as your
sense.
sales manager here in Liyue, I demand that you obey my every order. A refusal shall be considered a betrayal, and the price for betrayal is to be dishonorably discharged from the Liyue Institute of Toy Research.
Whoa, that's really strict. Won't people be really sad if they get fired from the Institute?
Huh?
Seeking to please everyone pleases no one at all. Time to try something else. Forget it. Perhaps a round of hands-on training will suit us better.
Hands-on training?
After all, a strong body is the proof of one's capacity.
Hey, did he just say that we're doing hands-on training?
A Harbinger wants to spar with us personally? Oh, what an honor!
I can't believe it. Are recruits like us really worthy?
Am I hearing a hint of objection to this idea?
Not at all, sir!
That's the spirit. Now come at me, you lot. Tidal wave. No time to...
Still, you're not going anywhere.
So yeah, I know that they have an interesting playstyle. Okay, well you're moving your head a lot.
Scatter! Stay put!
My team is a bit more effective for me, I would imagine.
As one with wind and cloud.
Don't blink! Hey! Hey, go away! Don't be scared!
Now you're not going anywhere.
Let's end this quickly!
Yes! This is getting interesting.
Okay, you do damage. You do a lot of damage, actually. Okay, you do so much damage, in fact.
Incoming.
My guy is spraying.
One with nature.
Germinate! Don't be scared!
Oh wait, not Kazuha, not Kazuha, not Kazuha.
Again.
God, just one more second, I could have healed him.
Nowhere to hide.
This one's well done. Roasted fried. An unfortunate fault.
Can't see its head. There we go.
Cook this through. Let's move.
Stay put!
Have a load of this.
Speed of light!
Okay, that was rude.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Don't be scared!
Why is everybody talking about running and hiding? Okay, you don't get a shield. You don't deserve it.
Scatter! Incoming! Hey! Cut to the chase! Hey! Go away!
This one's well done. Roasted fried. This one's well done. Feels clogged.
Riptide.
19k.
Speed of light!
Well then, do you all understand what I said earlier?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. And you all almost managed to get me limbered up. In other words, you've done well for new recruits.
Thank you, Lord Harbinger.
All right, hush now. Now then, I wish you all glorious victory for Snezhnaya, for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and for yourselves. Dismissed!
Brother! You are amazing!
Oh, Tooser, what in the world are you doing here? There I was thinking that the Traveler had taken you to play at Wang Shuin.
Yikes, that's some terrible acting.
I told you, didn't I? I never pass on an opportunity to improve my strength. I'm not the man I was when we first met. By that, I assume you mean that I didn't use the Foul Legacy transformation, yes? It puts a great strain on my body, so it's best saved for crucial moments. I still haven't fully recovered from the injuries I suffered when I used it at the Golden House. Anyway, I'm no Senora. I don't use lethal force against recruits. Come on now.
The Foul Legacy transformation? Does it make you stronger than Mr. Cyclops?
You could say that.
I want to learn to fight too. I want to be cool like you.
Now, Tooser, fighting isn't about looking cool. You can only continue to get stronger if you know the reason why you're fighting. I can teach you, but think carefully first. Why do you want to fight?
I want to protect Sister Tonya.
That's a good answer, Tooser. When I return to Snezhnaya, I will start teaching you fighting techniques. Then you'll have to protect Tonya for me. How does that sound?
Leave it to me.
You know, Tooser's a good kid when he's not being so stubborn.
You've had a nice long time here in Liyue, haven't you, Tooser? Isn't it about time that you took the boat back home?
But, you've been so busy, and we didn't get any time to play together yet.
Tooser, you know I'm very busy at work. And hasn't it been fun traveling all over the place with a proper traveler?
He's just worried he won't be able to keep up the toy seller act forever. Well, how about this? If you just do one little thing for me, I'll be a good boy and go back home.
Oh dear, who taught this little devil to bargain? Alright, what'll it be?
Take me to visit the Institute of Toy Research! Do you think he means that ruin that the Millilith was talking about? The one where all the ruin guards were coming from?
Done deal. After all, you've come all this way for me, Tooser. As your brother, it's only right for me to grant you one last wish before you leave.
Exactly! Are you sure this is a good idea? It doesn't seem like the best place for kids. You should come along too, Traveler! This time, it's Tooser's turn to take you sightseeing.
Let me think. Ah, yes, the Institute of Toy Research is not far at all from Lingju Pass. Now, Traveler, you're not the sort of person who would disappoint a kid now, are you?
The brothers are ganging up on us again. Oh, fine. We'll go.
Okay. Is Kazuha back? Oh, Kazuha is back because I'm near the statue. I was about to heal him with food too. I always forget that statues heal like half the time. Like that.
Follow the wind.
Yeah, whenever Kazuha dies, it sucks because I'm always trying to switch into Kazuha so that way I can get the skill off. And so I just keep like spamming the Kazuha slot, and then like nothing happens, or it pops up the window that tells me I can't revive him. So then I have to close the window so I can attack again.
Into the wind. One with nature.
The wrong has a subject.
You guys need to pick better test subjects.
A fateful offering.
Here we are. Welcome to Liyue's Institute of Toy Research.
Yeah, we're here! I can already hear the sounds of machinery inside. Awesome! What is this place? And how do you know about it?
Based on my limited understanding, I believe this is one of Dottoro's research facilities. Dottore is another one of the Fatui Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
Huh? So the ruin guards are built by the Fatui?
No, they have much closer connections to the Abyss. So, strictly speaking, they're as much our enemies as anyone else's. We just do research, nothing more. As to why the Ruin Guards have been moving outside of this area recently, I can only imagine that he's gotten bored of playing around with them and has lost interest in this place.
Wow, yet another Harbinger with a bad attitude. But at least this explains why you were totally okay with bringing Tooser here. Seems you did your homework ahead of time.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. I actually have no idea what this place is like on the inside.
Wait, so are you or are you not worried about your brother's safety?
Of course I am. But no matter what the danger is, I will parry it. Isn't that what any older brother would do? Even Tooser understands that, now that he knows what he's fighting for. It's the very same reason that's been nestled in my own heart for so many years.
What are you guys chatting about? Come on, let's go in!
All right, follow me.
A bit lower than the recommended level, but it shouldn't be too bad.
Brother, someone was saying that Mr. Cyclops is a killing machine.
Were they now? What a silly thing for them to say. And you shouldn't go repeating it either, Tooser. You're far too young to be talking about such violent topics.
Yeah, I knew that they were lying anyways. Mr. Cyclops is here to defeat the bad guys and protect the world. He's my favorite toy.
Right. With Mr. Cyclops around, the bad guys won't ever get you.
That's right. Okay, I'm going to go play with Mr. Cyclops now.
Hey, Tooser, wait up!
The door's shut. Will Tooser be alright?
There's another path over there. Let's move. No time to lose.
The wind knows me.
The cause of a skip.
Oh, the door opened. Was that you?
That's right. But give me a moment over here, Tooser. I need to make sure that everything's safe. Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled him quite so much.
You're standing next to a pretty hot boiler.
Those ruin guards have all been strung up. Where are they being taken to?
I don't know, but if there's a chance it's where Tooser is, we need to stop this before things get ugly.
You can't hear their voice lines? C3. $90. A 90% crit rate's not that bad. For sure.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
You're definitely getting
Into the
something.
wind. The wind knows me. Time to go.
For sure. There are things that are occurring.
You can run, but you can't hide. You're mine.
Yeah, that's 90 crit rate, alright.
No time to lose. Tooser, see that big stone cube in front of you? I need your help.
Yay! Do I really get to help my big brother out?
You bet. Now I'll count down from 3, and then we touch it together. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hopefully, Tooser's side doesn't have laser traps, hopefully. Not a free chest in here. Can I make this? I cannot. Nope.
That's bright. What is that?
It's a witch ray that will turn you into a little lamb if it hits you. So stay out of its way.
That's scary.
Made it.
Back together at last. You're not hurt, are you, Tooser?
Hurt? No way. This is really fun. Fun for you, maybe. We were all scared to death. What's over there? Wow, this room is huge. Is this where Mr. Cyclops takes his friends when they come to visit?
It is. Impressive, isn't it? Now, how about a little game of hide and seek?
Huh? Now? But...
I have a surprise for you, you know.
A surprise? Oh, what sort of surprise?
Don't worry, you'll have the chance to look for it later. But before that, you have to close your eyes, turn around, and count down from 60.
Okay. 60 is a really long time, though. 60, 59, 58.
There's not much time. Let's clear all these hazards out.
48, 47, 46, 45. Are you guys okay? What's all that crashing and banging?
Don't worry, it's all part of the surprise.
Oh, it's okay, cause just face things loose.
Sword comes shadow. 16.
Oh, that's not good.
Hey, no cheating! You skipped a few numbers, you little rascal.
You noticed. Alright, alright. 15, 14, 13.
Okay, they're spinning.
Give me another 10 seconds, Tooser. Still hiding.
Huh. Now who's the cheater? Alright, 10 seconds, that's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming, ready or not? This is everything I've ever dreamed of! It's Mr. Cyclops' world! Wow, he actually pulled it off. And the way he knocked those ruin guards around was like they really were kids' toys. But Paimon wonders if he'll be alright after using the Valve Legacy transformation again. Awesome! Boy, if these Mr. Cyclopses weren't so big, I'd sure love to take one home. Wait, where'd he go? Where'd my brother go? Aren't you guys supposed to be playing hide and seek? Oh, that's right! I was so excited that I forgot all about our game. Well, let's go look for him together, okay?
It's a good thing that you two found me first. Looks like using the Foul Legacy transformation while I was still injured took more out of me than I thought. I have no idea what I'd do if Tooser saw me like this. Look at me, deflated as a burst balloon. As I recall, you have siblings too, yes?
Well, at least
I figured
one.
that you probably wouldn't take me out in front of my little brother.
Really milking this situation, huh?
Like I said, I can never pass on an opportunity to test my limits. And that's why I, Tartaglia, am always getting stronger. Anyway, childhood dreams are all too easily shattered. Even if you just leave them be, they will fall to pieces all by themselves. So someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, you apologize. And if you give someone a dream, You defend it to the end. That is what family is all about, isn't it? Remind you of something, did I?
Quit the tough guy act already! You need to see a doctor right away, mister!
A fine suggestion, but first, I have a little something for Tusser. Please give it to him on my behalf.
Huh? Is this a Mr. Cyclops action figure?
Indeed. I had made it to order by a smith some time back. I had intended to give it to him on my return to Snezhnaya, but it seems that it would make a better souvenir at this point.
Wow. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Child's family are really lucky to have him, aren't they?
I'll also need you to explain my abrupt departure to Tusser. You'll help me out, won't you? The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again. Ah, that nursery rhyme brings back so many delightful memories. Tusser taught you that one, did he? All right, thank you.
It's a nice action figure.
I can't find him anywhere. Where did he go? Really? Where is he?
Yeah, so he had to leave in a real hurry. He didn't abandon you here on purpose.
Oh, well, that's great. But still, I was kind of hoping we could play here a little longer. Wow, look at this! I never knew that they made Mr. Cyclopses in this size! Look, it even has my name on it! It's my very own Mr. Cyclops!
You're really loving it, huh?
You bet! My brother is the best big brother ever!
You had a tour of Liyue, you met your brother, visited the Institute of Toy Research, and got yourself a souvenir! Now that's what we tour guides call the perfect trip! Do you think you're ready to head back to Snezhnaya now?
Don't worry, I know I can't get my way all the time. That'd just be annoying for everyone else. So, let's go.
I heard a chest. Oh, there it is. Okay, back to Northland Bank to conclude this. But yeah, I will have to go after this because I needed to go at 5 and it's currently 4:30, so I have to end things for now. I should be back later tonight, sure though.
Ma'am, young Master Tusser, I've been waiting for you.
Did Child send you?
That's correct. Master Child instructed me to arrange for young Master Tusser's return trip. Please, come this way.
Who are you? My big brother always tells me never to go off with strangers.
But you've been following us around this whole time.
Yeah, that's because I've known who you are all along.
What?
My brother told us all about you in a letter he sent back home. Sister Tonya read it to me. I actually recognized you the moment I saw you. I just couldn't remember your name.
What a strange twist of fate.
Not at all. In fact, he said that if he ever had the chance, he'd quit his job and join you on your adventures.
Young Master Tusser, the boat to Snezhnaya will dock soon. We'd best prepare for boarding.
Gee, time really flies when you're having fun. Well then, see you, Miss Nice Lady. I'll wait for you back home.
You definitely have to come visit Snezhnaya sometime. Pinky promise? You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, Paimon throws you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again. It's a promise then. Bye-bye, Tooser. Have a safe trip.
Hey.
Child? So you were here this whole time? What are you hiding for? Why didn't you come and say goodbye?
Partings are special moments. If he spent his final moments in Liyue seeing me all haggard and weak like this, that's not a memory I want him to leave with. Still, it is a shame that I couldn't see him off by myself. I should have been the one taking him back. I do have subordinates to escort him, but I still feel a little uneasy.
Geez, don't you think you've spoiled him enough already?
I can't quite explain it, but somehow I felt much more at ease leaving him in your care. And to think that not long ago we... Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Remuneration for your services, which I really couldn't have done without this time.
Aha! So you do have a heart after all.
One other thing. Don't forget our promise now. Let's have a rematch when we get the chance. This time, with my honor as a harbinger on the line.
You best go rest up first. Don't come crying to us when you lose all over again.
Regardless of who wins or loses our next bout, I'd also like to invite you over to my home. I'll introduce you to my other siblings, Tonya and Anthon. They're great kids, and I'm very proud of them both.
We'll take you up on that offer. Mostly because we already made a pinky promise to Tooser.
I'm sure that he'll be very excited to see you too. Well, that settles it. I'm looking forward to it. Now, farewell, my friends, till we meet again in Snezhnaya.
And we only tried to kill each other, nothing too serious. And that's just barely enough for a pool. So I get something to look forward to while I go. And I'm also dying at the moment, apparently. Okay, maybe not dying, but side randomly it's decided to start hurting pretty badly, so that's another good reason to go. Okay, let's do it with the Traveler. Okay, Kokomi one try. Okay, I'm glad that I didn't hit Kokomi because I couldn't pop off right now. Even if I wanted to. Why do you throw it in the torches? I mean, it's fine, Cosmo got healed. But I will never understand. Anyway, yeah, that'll be it for now for me. I'm gonna go see if I can take care of this shoulder and side pain for a bit, and then I do have to go anyway, so yeah, made it for about 3 hours, 2 quests, so probably 2 to 3 quests per stream seems pretty good to mention, or to, like, shoot for, and I will be back later today at some point, I'm pretty sure, unless I just decide to farm stuff off stream instead of on stream for whatever reason. But yeah, that'll be it for now. Guess I'll see everyone in the next one.